Hi everyone, thank you for joining me on this Wednesday afternoon following our 9 News at Noon show, and you can see our full forecast here virtually, so that's what I have lined up for you. Let's go ahead and start off with a couple of live looks around town. I love this view of Loveland ski area right now, where that winter storm has moved its way out of the area, out of Colorado, but left behind some beautiful snow in some areas. And thanks to the nice sunny clear skies we have now and those temperatures warming above freezing, most of those roadways are becoming pretty easy to travel on if you do need to be out and about today or tomorrow or really through the rest of the week. Now we take a live look at Denver. This is going to be from our 9 News building here, where you can see definitely not as much snow on the ground, but the roads are looking pretty good. 36 degrees, and with very light winds coming in from the south at 3 miles per hour, it actually feels like 36 degrees out there. So some areas still feeling a little colder, those areas that have more snow on the ground, but we are starting to rebound here in the metro and mostly along the Front Range, where you can see temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. We're even seeing some upper 30s in the eastern plains right now. 26 degrees though in Colorado Springs, 23 in Greeley, 29 in Fort Collins. So those areas not quite making it out of the 20s just yet, and so those could also be the areas that have trouble making it out of the 30s this afternoon for the highs. But in Denver, we are expecting those highs to be in the low 40s. The mountain areas to the west, mostly in the teens to low 20s. You can see 8 degrees in Meeker, 10 in Eagle, and everywhere else starting to warm up. Not too bad. 14 right now in Gunnison. Later this afternoon is where we're going to see this 24-hour temperature change map be a little more drastic. Right now, it's still showing that we're colder in some areas, especially further south than we were at this time yesterday. But as things really start to rebound and equal out later today, we'll see those 24-hour temperature change maps really show that we are getting warmer over the next few days, especially leading into the weekend. But first, let's take a look at our current HD Doppler radar, and this is where you can see not a whole lot is happening across the entire state. All of that snow that we had over the last couple of days has pushed its way further eastward, with a long line of rain and even snowstorms pushing its way through the Midwest and off into the East Coast there behind a long cold front pretty much across the entire country. But now we take a look at the Pacific Northwest, Washington and Oregon. This is where we are seeing more moisture and precipitation push onshore from a low pressure system that is currently in the Pacific Ocean there. That's going to make its way toward us over the next couple of days. So we will see cloud cover start to fill in Thursday night, and maybe some mountain areas see some light flurries to light snowfall early Friday morning. But the vast majority of us are looking to stay dry over the next week or so. Back to our viewing area here. This is where we stay mostly sunny throughout the rest of the day. Later tonight, some areas in the far northwestern corners of the state could see a little cloud cover, but by time morning hits, we're all seeing a lot of sun for our Thursday as well. Temperatures getting a little warmer than what we're expecting today. Today, those temperatures are going to be right on track with our average highs for this time of year. Tomorrow, it'll be just a little warmer. We'll likely be in the mid-40s for our highs on Thursday. Thursday night, that's when we start to see the effects of what we're monitoring in the Pacific Northwest. Cloud cover starts to move in Thursday night, and then again early Friday morning. That's going to be your first day of 2021. It's finally here, but some of those mountain areas again could see some light flurries to light snowfall. The rest of us looking to stay dry into the new year. Today, we're expecting a high of 42 degrees in Denver, mostly sunny, light winds, mostly coming in from the south around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, with those clear skies, it will allow us to be pretty chilly. We're going to see those overnight lows in the teens, 18 degrees in Denver, but the good news is the winds do stay pretty calm tonight as well. Over the next 7 days, that's where we see these temperatures go up and down a little bit leading into Friday. So today we're in the low 40s, tomorrow we're in the mid 40s, and then that cooler weather starts to move in late Thursday night and into early Friday. So that's why those highs drop a little bit to the upper 30s. We'll be a little below average for our first day of 2021, but we quickly spring back into those upper 40s and low 50s by the weekend. Sunny days for both Saturday and Sunday. Nice weather if you have any outdoor plans, or maybe you're planning to make some outdoor plans, going for a walk, a hike, a bike ride, taking the dog out. This is going to be a beautiful weekend for that, and even into the work week where we see those temperatures stay in the upper 40s to low 50s Monday through Wednesday. So we have a pretty easy next 7 days coming up, especially after the last couple of days we had with all of that snowfall and the avalanche avalanche watches and warnings we saw over the last couple of days. But now I'm going to move on over to our Facebook Live, where people get to comment and ask questions or just say hi, whatever you choose. Lori says another new one. Yes, that's me. Been here for a couple of weeks, but nice to meet you virtually, Lori. And Yvonne asks if we're going to have a warm New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve will be seasonal to a little above average with those temperatures in the upper 40s for our highs. Now, New Year's Day will be a little cooler, but the cooler weather is only expected to stick around for one day because by Saturday and Sunday, we're back above average with those highs in the upper 40s to low 50s. Erica says, Happy New Year, Colorado. Yes, Happy New Year to everyone. And let's see. Kara asks, what days did it snow in Denver metro area in the month of December 2020? I would have to check that in our records because I don't know every exact day off the top of my head. But Kara, I'll go ahead and try and check that in a comment in this with the answers that I have. Mark says Steamboat is cold. Yes, I'm not going to read the rest of that comment, but yes, it's still pretty chilly out there. Okay, and Yvonne asked, what does New Year's Day look like? I think I answered that. She probably wrote that before I got around to answering that question. Vernon asked if I worked in Nebraska. Yes, I did. I was in Lincoln for about a year. Then I spent 5 years in Omaha. So maybe you've seen me or maybe I've seen you. Jessica says, I'm very pleasant. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Kenneth says, good luck in Denver. Thank you. So far, so good. And Jennifer says, welcome and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for the warm welcome. And John says, cold in Westcliff. 10 below at his house. Oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty cold. And again, temperatures are slowly rebounding, but it does feel a little chilly out there still so far, and especially so last night and this morning once that cloud cover moved out. And cloud cover is weird because in the daytime hours, it helps us heat up, but the lack of cloud cover helps us heat up. But if we have clear skies in the evening, of course, that actually helps us cool down a little more than we would if we actually had some cloud cover there. So last night, once those clouds moved out, we got pretty chilly, but that is going to have the opposite effect this afternoon with the lack of cloud cover and allowing that will allow us to get all the way into the low 40s for our highs, and then winds coming in from the south also help with that. Vernon says Husker love. Yes, and from there. Oh, okay, yep. So you've seen me before in either Lincoln or Omaha. So, well, I'm here in Denver now. So far, loving it. But that's all I have for you guys for today for our virtual forecast. Tune in tomorrow at the same time, and I'll be here to give your virtual forecast for Thursday. Have a good one.